Welcome to the D1 Climax, Night 5, Block A. I am Dino. Let me go ahead and tweet this some bitch out. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here we are, folks. Day 5, Block A. New legacy with a retweet. Thank you, brothers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start things off now with a special attraction match. The defense of the four-corner crown, the champion Caesar, the Eliminator. He will be taking on Zack Sabre Ryder, Eric, and Daniel Foolhardy, former work-in-progress champion. Let's go ahead and just shit on down to the fighting pit, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Jace? Now, Jace, before we get started, any questions you want to get out of the way? Because I'm going to be focusing a little more on the show. Hello, Matt McKendry. Oh, and folks, in addition to Fire Pro coming out later tonight, which, by the way, join me and my boys at NL. We're going to fucking do what we do best. Oh, yes, Agent. OU818 is a record that changed my life from the band Mr. Bungle. It was their demo that got them signed. So if you're into the crazy funk rock of the late 80s, early 90s with some fucking juvenile energy to it, I recommend you look that up right away. OU818, Mr. Bungle. But yes, folks, in addition to Fire Pro coming out today, or later tonight, actually, the fucking WWE Network added a bunch of WWECW. That was, to me, that's the best thing ever. Because Miz and Morrison versus Moore and Yang for the tag team titles, incredible feud. I will go ahead and fill you in, bring you up to speed, Matt, as we progress on. But tonight, we're going to go ahead and move on with the special attraction match of this evening. The four-corner crown title held by Caesar the Eliminator to be defended against Eric, Daniel Foolhardy, and Zack Sabre Ryder. So let's go ahead now and make our way down to the fighting pit for this Fatal Fayway title. And here we are, folks, in lovely Omaha, Nebraska. And here comes Eric. One of the young upstarts from Tough Enough, hoping to gain himself a contract for Season 4 of WFWF. Oh, really, Dev? Well, welcome. Welcome to this monstrosity. He is ready to rock and roll and hopefully win his first title in a little temporary stay in WFWF. Oi, 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 you fucking know it. And here comes Zack Sabre Ryder of the Bulls of Britannia. One of the strongest and most brutal factions here in WFWF, as his partners, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith and the Dynamite Sid, who will be competing later on. Is it tonight? Yes, it is tonight. In the D1 Climax. He needs to score a victory, but it would be nice if Zack Sabre Ryder was able to score some championship gold for the Bulls of Britannia. And here we go. And Daniel Foolhardy, the king of reckless intent, hoping to gain his second title here in WFWF. Of course, the stakes are a lot more higher than they are for the Work in Progress Championship, but that's never a problem with Daniel Foolhardy. But this man will literally throw himself into a minefield if his opponent was standing in front of it. Comes the arrival of the champion. And the crowd is on their feet for Caesar the Eliminator, the four-corner crown champion. Coming away with a surprise victory. Some would say controversial. Some would say stole a victory from the former champion, War Bacon. But of course, the man who lives by the sword loses a championship by the sword. And that is War Bacon, who is currently in the D1 Climax. Holding up that illustrious four-corner crown. That guy is fucking tall. Here we go, folks. Four-corner crown championship match here. Let's look at that graphic. Booyah! The referee, Stanley Tucci, holding up that sparkly belt. Ooh. Went to a strip club. Eric versus Zack Sabre Ryder versus Daniel Foolhardy versus the champion, Caesar the Eliminator. Let's do this. Let's do this! And now, German suplex by Foolhardy. Oh, and a tilt-a-world slam by the champion. Fatal four-way rules, folks. Foolhardy now going up the ropes. Inzaguri, Shining Guri. The back of the head of Zack Sabre Ryder. Now Eric driving the shoulder of Caesar the Eliminator into the mat as Foolhardy gets pushed off by both those boots of Zack Sabre Ryder. Of course, Eric suffering the same fate, although with a singular. And now a back rake, almost of doom. As Zack Sabre Ryder now stolen and fallen suplex, bringing Foolhardy back into the action. Eric thrown to the outside. As Foolhardy now going in for a butterfly. Can we go for Tiger Driver this early? I wouldn't be surprised. Lariato by Zack Sabre Ryder. And a clothesline to the back of the head by Caesar the Eliminator. And now catching him in. Oh shit, keep your eye on. Oh, Caesar getting powerbombed to the outside by Eric with that leg capture. Now flipping him onto his belly, stomping away. Now drop kick to the back of the head of Zack Sabre Ryder. On to Daniel Foolhardy. And now Zack going up to the second rope. Missing the elbow. Spent a little too much time thinking. Pulling neck breaker on the outside there by Eric onto Caesar. The back elbow there by Zack, now trying to gain some traction into this match, but Foolhardy refusing to stay down. That's just the type of dude he is. Picks him up. No, a flip onto the feet by Zack Sabre. Comes in. Snuggy DDT planting the head. While Eric and Caesar on the outside still brawling. And Zach taking time to fuck about. Looking for the audience approval. And now look at that stretch muffler applied there by Eric onto Eric. As, a leg drop across the throat of Foolhardy. Throwing Eric off. Almost onto that guardrail. There's a European uppercut there by Foolhardy. Ducking the line. Oh, but not missing the second one. As Zack Sabre Ryder knocks him down. Strike for strike. Into a deep sax on the outside of Caesar the Eliminator. Here comes Foolhardy now. You about to do the deal? Yes, the deal. The sock right into the liver. And a spine buster on the unpadded territory. And the D-low drop by Foolhardy. And now Eric just unloading those fists as Foolhardy tried to go for that second rope Phoenix. No luck on that one. Definitely one for the highlight reel. It'll probably won't be shown. Oh, the senton atomico missed by Zack Sabre Ryder. The club to the back of the head of Caesar the Eliminator now as Eric picking him up. What does he have in mind? Here could be another powerbomb. There it is with a falling that time. Slow Trinity Burner neckbreaker shoved off by Foolhardy. Swings in, floats over, almost into a C with the crossroads. Is he calling out Codus Rodus? I have no idea. Oh, backdrop driver by Caesar on the outside. One. No, one count only. And for those of you who, don't know the rules of wrestling or whatever, this Fatal 4-Way title, the four-corner crown, champion does not need to be pinned. But then again, if you don't know wrestling, why the hell would you be watching this? If you are, I appreciate it. And now Foolhardy up on top. Oh, another back suplex on the outside. Twisting senton, or cross body even missed. As now Zack Sabre Ryder going to work on the legs. Whips him off into the corner. Shoots in, but is met with a knee to the face. Slow arm wringer, and ew! Soccer kick right to it. Lifting knee by Eric. As he's kicking the face, trying to keep the champion down. And look at the power of Eric. No, wiggles out of it. DDT spiking him on the outside. They are literally going shot for shot, blow for blow, as Zack Sabre Ryder refusing to take a backdrop. Or excuse me, a back suplex. Just like a Zack Sabre in real life. Doesn't want to bump. So, now front face lock applied, driving the elbow in the back of the skull of Foolhardy. Whip reversal throws him in face first. What does he have in mind here? Kick to the gut. And now, going for that Blokski boot. Oi, oi, oi. Wash in the face with the bottom of that boot. Goes in now, lifting knee by Foolhardy as Caesar goes into the table. Eric is just completely beating the shit out of the champion. Throwing with the alley bomb into the table. That's Zack Sabre Ryder. Getting, thrown about by Daniel Foolhardy. Sorry if I giggle when I say that. Overhead shot now as Caesar back into the action. Courtesy of Eric, but is rolling back out like a puss. Oh, and now Zack Sabre Ryder with a tornado DDT. The two standing men have definitely been doing the damage. And Zack Sabre Ryder now saying, "Oi, fuck off." That's my ass whooping you're taking credit for. Now front face lock applied. Bringing Eric a little too close to that corner. Snap suplex, no! Trying to go for a fisherman at the last second. But Eric now, headbutt, keeping the grip on the noggin of Zack Sabre Ryder. And a third headbutt, down he goes as Caesar comes back in. Eric locking onto him with laser sight precision. Eric now fighting back as Foolhardy comes in, reverse run, driving Eric on the head. But now Caesar looks like he could be stealing another victory. That crossover slam. And now looking at Foolhardy, who seems to be the most weakened of it. Picks him up. These gentlemen need to wake up on the outside. No! Foolhardy reverses into a sunset pin. Tuli, wake up! 1, 2, no! A 2 count only. And now Foolhardy reversing that DDT. As Eric now trying to charge in on Zack Sabre Ryder. There it is. Oh, and he fucking fell into a wormhole. D-low drop by Foolhardy. And now placing Zack Sabre Ryder on the turnbuckle, clubbing away in them guts. And now Eric trying to cover Zack Sabre Ryder, but no, he's not taking it. Foolhardy, powerbomb, cover. 1, no, flips over into the Boston Crab. But still no luck on that one. Foolhardy flipping everyone off. What an asshole. And now Eric getting thrown into the corner. Zack Sabre Rider now going to place him up on top. I don't know what he has in mind, but I don't think he knows that Foolhardy is right behind him, waiting to seize the opportunity any chance he could get. Standing over it. Frankenstein, no, hangs onto it. Sit down power bomb from the top rope. Well, technically second. But now putting the boots to him. Like some sort of tandem tag team. Catches up with the chokeslam, but Foolhardy breaks it up. Eric says, fuck you, Foolhardy. Now picking up. No! Caesar reverses an STO German suplex by Foolhardy. And now going for the cover. One. No! Foolhardy breaks it. Brings in. Whips him into the corner. Slaps away the head of Foolhardy, saying, you can't defeat me. And puts him in the chin. Foolhardy now throwing him off into the apron, knocking him down to the ground. And I don't like the looks of this, folks. It's Foolhardy saying, you want to bring it or I'm going to bring it to you. And now proceeding to fart in the ring. Looks like a fucking car wreck on the outside without a car. Might have been invisible, I don't know. But now Eric and Caesar making their way back into the ring as Foolhardy ready to rock and roll. And whoever comes in first, and now Caesar thrown into the corner. Reverse DDT, Noah suplex, lifting him up into a lifting DDT, elevated. And Caesar rolls out. Foolhardy now not wasting any time, charging both Zack Sabre Rider and Eric, and now a beautiful moonsault. After nailing them with that forearm. Hooks in, no, whips him into the corner, and a boot to the face of Zack Sabre Rider. But Zack Sabre now kicking the face paint off of Eric. Picks him up, looks like Eric. Yep, elbow to the midsection, and Foolhardy just chops him down. Giving away that hope spot, and those high kicks catching both the opponents. As Eric now whipped into the corner, Foolhardy wanting to take all the credit for it, but Zack Sabre Rider telling him to saw it off. And now it's a complete clusterfuck. Clubbed to the back of the head by Caesar, now getting a hold of Foolhardy. Keep your eye on Zack Sabre. DDT on the apron. Foolhardy rolling over into a sunset flip. 1, 2. No, a 2 count only. As Zack Sabre and Eric make their way up the ramp. Foolhardy left alone in the ring with Caesar the Eliminator, the champion. He's stepping back. What could he be going for here? Could he be going for that driver? No, a tiger bomb! Tiger driver. Lifting him up now, Caesar with an arm drag. Uses the momentum against Mr. Daniel Foolhardy. Just completely crumbling him with that shot. And now Eric powerbomb on the fucking ramp with Zack Sabre Rider's head completely smacking about. 1, 2. No, a 2 count only. Caesar could have stolen another victory. Soul button missed. European uppercut by Foolhardy, catching him. Ass sling blade. Foolhardy now feels he's getting closer and closer to his second championship here in WFWF, as Zack Sabre getting completely German suplexed onto that entranceway, off the ropes. Oh, and a low-level Huracan Rana, driving the head of the champion into the mat. And now looking to snap the arm, but bending it back, completely awkward. That's Foolhardy now, weakening the champion. Step up super kick, no luck on that one. Rolls through with a prawn hold. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Fuck me, Foolhardy. No, it's 2. God, I hate you, Stanley Tucci. And now Caesar, slow turn it and burn a neck breaker. Spinebuster on the ramp there by Eric on the Zack Sabre Rider. There's that swing around slam. Fucking no, 2. Yes, Foolhardy kicked out. As Eric now basking in the light of the heavens, like the fallen angel that he is. Well, he's not Christopher Daniels, but swings around. See you at the crossroads. Foolhardy now trying to go for the indie kick. With a punch to the face, he heard Caesar coming. Trying to go for the belly to belly, but Caesar now pummeling the head. Spear! spear right into the corner, slamming the back of the head of Foolhardy into those turnbuckles with a nice addition to that bit of pain. Oh, a rude awakening by by Zack Sabre Ryder. And now a cover. 1, 2. No! Foolhardy refusing to die. Stomping away now with Zack Sabre Ryder. Whips Caesar into the corner. Back elbow meeting him halfway. Picks him up. No! Landing on his feet. Spinning European uppercut. As everybody leaving the ring, Foolhardy checking his shorts. Good for him. John jacked by Zack Sabre Ryder onto the champion. Drop kick to the knee. And now Foolhardy spinning around. Oh, into that Frankensteiner. Judo rolled through onto Zack Sabre Ryder, who did not waste any time trying to attack Foolhardy. Spinning him around. No, knee to the head. Thought he was going to do the deal. But Zack Sabre down, just simply dropping his face on the floor. It's effective. And now, Zack Sabre Ryder throwing the champion. Where's he taking him? Into the corner of the guardrail. But no, knees him into the midsection. Now as Eric gets thrown back into the ring by Foolhardy. Back elbow. Reverse DDT on the outside by Zack Sabre Ryder. And now Eric swinging around into that face painter. Could it be the fall from grace? I don't know. 1, 2, 3. No! Wait, that's it! New champion! New champion! Eric! The crowd predicted it. Let's go to the highlights, folks. Right here with that Blokesky boot, scraping the face of Foolhardy. Right here, that power bomb into the Boston Crab. Still not enough to take out the champion. And right there, securing him the 123. Let's go to Lily.
Here's your winner, and new WWF Four-Quarter Crown Champion, Eric!
And Eric scaring the complete piss and shit out of Stanley Tucci as he stands tall. With his weird maniacal giggles. Celebration is in order for the modern day Antichrist, Eric. All right, folks, that was the special attraction match as we now move on to the actual round robin tournament known as the D1 Climax 2. Twice the D, twice the Climax. All right, let's take a look here at the matches we have going on right now. We will see later on tonight in your man event, Dynamite Sid taking on Andre the Gorgeous. Your semi-man event, Tanahashi taking on Sami Zayn. In your third to last match, Colt Draven will take on Cesaro, the Swiss supermodel. Then we will see Ricky the Dragon Steamboat take on Jushin Thunder Luger. But first, folks, we're going to have ourselves a matchup between... Let's see here. An old school favorite, Kentagon Noir. And he's going to take on tough enough, hopeful Duke Hansen. This, of course, being your first match in Night 5, Block A of the D1 Climax. I want to thank you guys for joining us here. If you're new to this, please feel free to follow the channel. If not, then I hope you enjoyed tonight. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the fighting pit, folks, for the first matchup of this round-robin tournament, Night 5. And going through the stats here, Kentagon Noir losing the previous night to a leg capture pinfall from Andre the Gorgeous in a quick but yet very stiff to say the least. Matchup between those two. And then Sami Zayn defeating him the previous night via Brainbuster. Sweet chocolate. Then, of course, night 2. Top rope chop with a pinfall combination there by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But night 1 successful as he pinned Tanahashi with the GTS. Of course, Duke Hansen won via Tiger Driver, won via pinfall onto Sami Zayn. Lost to Colt Draven via vicious lariato. Won through a running knee to the face and chin on the Tanahashi. And then the previous night, lost to Ricky Steamboat via high cross body pinfall. But let's go ahead now, folks, and make our way down to the fighting pit for this matchup of Season 1 veteran, I would assume. Or Season 2, actually. Versus Tough Enough upstart. Now, folks, who do you got for this matchup here? Mr. Bones, to answer your question, yes. Here we are, folks, in Omaha, Nebraska. Go. Kentagon Noir ready to party. And Duke Hansen dropping that bomb and bringing about the London fog with a golden shower. Watch out for this sweet cartwheel. Here we go, folks. Kentagon Noir taking on Duke Hansen. Let's rock. Ring the bell, Stanley Tucci. The lockup now between these two. Arm wringer. As Hansen, I think he's trying to roll his way out of it. Nice reversal there. Raising the arm. Definitely adding a little bit of stretchy pain there to Kentagon Noir. Almost bringing him down to one knee. And definitely showing some overpowering. Sweeps out the leg. Blocks a shot. Hit to the midsection. STO by Kentagon Noir. Brings him in. Nice roll through. Judo takeover by Duke Hansen. Snap suplex. This with a throw at the end of it. Very nicely executed. All right, Mackenzie, see you later, brother. Thanks for coming by. It's Duke Hansen now circling his prey. Bringing him back in. Driving that knee into the back. Trying to stomp it out. Kentagon definitely woke up after that one. Whips him in. And a belly-to-belly reversal. Nice change in the weather there by Kentagon Noir. fireman's carry throw. Tries to go for that kick to the face. Manages to settle for the midsection. That's Kentagon Noir giving him a one-up spin on the fireman. Oh, and Duke taking him back to school. Says you forgot your pencil. Forearm smash down by Kentagon Noir. Oh, and again with the fireman's carry takeover. We're going strictly old school on this one, but that is exactly what Duke Hansen is all about. Pop up. Oh, trying to go for that Frankensteiner, but it's met with a powerbomb and now deflecting the kick. He swings around. Elbow smash. Right on the side of the head of Duke Hansen. Kick to the leg, and now running kick across the chest there by Kentagon Noir. A shot to the midsection, and now bring it up Kentagon Noir. Lifting him up, slamming him down with a Falcon Arrow. Done the down. And now circling his prey. What's he going to go for here? Could be telling him to get back to his feet. No, not even waiting for it. Missing that elbow drop. Spending a little too much time thinking. The boot to the eye socket there by Duke Hansen. Oh, sweeps that leg across. Catches Kentagon, but no, Kentagon now elbowing him right in the head. We begin for a butterfly suplex, maybe. There it is, almost throwing him outside the ring. Holy crap. And now driving the elbow right into the hair. Stomping away now with the legs of Duke Hansen. Definitely would want to take out that knee. Oh, and a toe tap to the tip of the nose. And now picking him up. Like deadlifting. You going for a suplex? No! Blocked by Hansen. Who gives him one of his own? Just did it earlier. Kentagon targeting that leg, which would be a smart move. Duke Hansen has been able to catch somebody off guard with that running knee. And now hammerlock. Lifting him up. No! Kentagon flipping back to his feet. Like a black and yellow cat. And now picking him up into a fisherman's driver! And that definitely stung the neck nerves of Mr. Duke Hansen. And Kentagon now working the neck as he goes up. Could be trying to drop an elbow or possibly a double stomp. There's that elbow drop. It looked really cool in his gear. And now trying to dislocate that elbow by stomping away at it in the right section. So kick to the midsection by Hansen. Now lifted him up. No! Trips out the leg. As Kentagon Noir continues to stand tall. While Duke still trying to get back to the top. Lariato! That definitely might be doing the trick for him. For now Kentagon is on his back, rising up like the damn Undertaker. Or the Cattertaker. Shot to the midsection. And gets thrown to the outside by Duke Hansen. Goes in, and caught with a kitchen sink on the outside. As referee Stanley Tucci administering the 10 count. Kentagon checking to his god, his master, Honky Tonkman. Now that sweep kick to the face. Goes in, but Hansen captures him. Boy, Kentagon's not having any of it with those elbow strikes. Lifts him in. Chancery suplex and busting open Duke Hansen, driving his head into the mat. I think their heads might have collided. And the referee getting close to that 10 count. They better get their asses back in the ring. Otherwise, we're going to have to restart this matchup. Oh, spinning back suplex. Oh, and Duke throwing him into that pole. And judging in, but that's not how we do things here. As we get to the doctors to tend to Duke Hansen, let's take a look at the highlights of the first part of this matchup. Right there, throwing him into that pole. But this match will start. Celebrate all you want, fucko. We're not doing countouts here. We'll come back with this restart of this matchup. You know, those commercials never cease to get a chuckle out of me. Those Dario Culo's Cool O's, which is the perfect time to eat a Culo, folks, because it is hot outside, even here in Omaha, Nebraska. As we restarted the match here, the doctors gluing shut that gash on the forehead of Duke Hansen. It's a kick to the midsection. European uppercut under the chin of Kentagon Noir. Of course, Kentagon still knocked a little Latin loopy-loo for getting thrown into that pole. The fireman's carry takeover there by Duke Hansen. But now an arm drag reversal. Trust me, James, it's one thing I hope they really fucking fixed in the next game. And now trying to get pumped up for it, and it definitely worked. Northern Light suplex. That's Kentagon Noir double stomping the guts of Duke Hansen. And now trying to reopen that wound, driving those bare-pointed elbows into the forehead of the bloke from Britain. The king of old school, as he calls himself. And now again, working those elbows into the top of the head. As Hansen now breaks free. European uppercut under the chin of Kentagon Noir. Hooks him in with that hammerlock. Lifted him up for that suplex. And a heavy one at that. Whether it be the neck or the arm that got tweaked during that particular suplex, it definitely hurts like a mother. And now stretching him out with that bow and arrow. Our refs aren't stupid. They don't count that as a pinfall. Kick to the midsection. Lifts him up. No, a knee to the head there by Duke Hansen. Drop kick. Like a battering ram to the chest. Double stomp now on Kentagon. Taking a page out of his book. Following up with that kick. And now it could be that launch. Oh, that sweeping kick missed. That's Kentagon deciding to wallow in pain instead of taking it. That stomp to the head. And that second red. Hansen better be careful. He does not want to taunt the beast of Kentagon Noir. Arm drag now, bringing him in, slow, churning him on a neck breaker, but no, Kentagon shoves him off. Drop kick to the face! And then stomp to the head now, turning over the big man from Britain. And a running one for the side of the temple. It's Kentagon Noir now shooting back onto the outside springboard. Elbow drop, nice rotation on that one. He stomps with the chest of Duke Hansen. Hansen now coming back in with a standing back body drop, throwing Kentagon Noir into the corner. Breaks free. Uppercut to the chin. As Hansen now whipping him in, face first. The back elbow there by Kentagon. Tries to go with that kick, but Hansen caught it. Driving the elbow into the kneecap, claps the ears. Hip throw by Kentagon. These two are definitely going back and forth as they're starting to limber up now, getting a little more stiff with the strikes. Now Kentagon Noir coming up that tornado guillotine. And there it is, bouncing him off the throat. He hops back in. Hooks the leg. He thinks this might be it. 1, 2. No, a 2 count only.
Afternoon, Amorphous.
The kick to the knee. Shoots in. And is caught with a front face lock and a club to the back there by Kentagon Noir. As Duke Hansen now whips him into the corner, but is met with a scraping boot to the face. As Kentagon now hooking him in. Oh shit! Regal play! Oh, throwing him into the corner! Goes for that kick to the back, but Hansen now definitely seeming. Oh no! Takes him to the Hansen! Dragon suplex! Into the turnbuckles! These two are officially going off script, shooting like a mother! And a spear to the outside! And now Hansen following in! Gets a jaw jack by Kentagon, and we are right back where we ended the last match. Drop kick to the chest. Shots going, goes to that Sid. No luck on that one. This spin around now by Kentagon. Lifting him up, and no, knee to the head. Falling suplex on that one. We're at the halfway point. Get back into the ring, gentlemen. 6, he's stomping away. And now Duke telling him we don't want this to end in another numbers game. As he picks up Kentagon. Shoots in. No, Kentagon blocks it. Into that sunset roll-up. 1, 2. No, Hansen reverses. 1, 2. No, Kentagon escapes at the last second. Nanosecond at that. Jaw jack now by Duke Hansen. European uppercut catching Kentagon right in the chin. And he could be getting ready for that charging knee. Oh, but there's a jaw jack by Kentagon. Hooks him in. German suplex. No! Duke blocks him with a back elbow. And now placing him up. Snap suplex. And Duke trying to catch his breath before quickly getting back to his feet. And the fatigue is definitely showing. And busting open Kentagon Noir. That black and yellow hood filling up with the deepest shade of red. Short arm cutter, that regal cutter. And Hansen better go for that pin. Getting Kentagon away from those ropes, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No! Kentagon fighting out of that 3. Duke Hansen usually putting away on a regular basis with that regal cutter trying to rip the mask. But Kentagon shotting him right into the liver. There's a float over, club to the back of the head by Duke Hansen. Who now placing Kentagon dead center, lifting him up. No! Fighting out of it. Short arm! Lariato! And now Kentagon charging up! Getting ready, calling upon the power of its master, Honky Tonk-Man! Ah! Running knee! Cover! 1, 2, 3! Kentagon wins the matchup! Let's go to those highlights, ladies and gentlemen! And that tornado guillotine. That sunset flip. Using every tactic he can to put away this man. And that regal cutter we thought would have been sure enough to put away Kentagon. But Hansen might have spent a little much time catching his breath. There's the float over. Club to the back of the neck. And then right here, boom, that running knee. And Kentagon saying that was a hell of a fight. Cesaro Hideo, indeed. Congratulations, Kentagon. What a hell of a match to start today's tournament. Wow. Okay, folks, let's go ahead now and make our way to the next matchup. For we shall see. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat set to take on Japanese legend Jushin Thunder Luger. Now, fans, who do you got in this matchup here? Let me just go ahead and go through the stats of this one. You know what? I'll look at the standings this time. Whereas Ricky the Dragon Steamboat leading with an undefeated streak, getting himself 12 points. Well, as Jushin Thunder Luger with 6 points, halfway there to meeting up with the leader of the pack, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Of course, Steamboat obtaining those winning points, as I stated, in the previous days, defeating Duke Hansen with a high crossbody pinfall, and then defeating Colt Draven with that same high crossbody pinfall. Top rope chop taking out Kentagon Noir, which is definitely the way to do it. You got to hit him with a strong strike. And of course, night one, the controversial one where Andre the Gorgeous throwing a diva-ish bitch fit, saying she didn't want to waste ripping a brand new outfit over this horseshit, and so awarding Ricky Steamboat with a 1-point count-out victory. And Jushin Thunder Luger, well, let me go ahead and let's take a look at that one now. Here we are, folks, in Omaha, Nebraska. And there is our cruiser champion. Cruiserweight, actually. And spitting the fire, wearing that sparkly winged belt of the Cruiser division, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, hoping to continue his undefeated streak here tonight. Here comes his challenger. And Jushin Thunder Luger in the building, folks. Of course, Jushin Thunder Luger winning via Luger Bomb pinfall on Colt Draven on the previous night. Also, that same Luger Bomb on Dynamite Sid. Wasn't lucky enough to pin Tanahashi, losing to the Kitty Cat Splash. And got outsmarted by Cesaro with a small package roll-up. His 2 defeats in this tournament following by his other victories. Luger song. All right, folks, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taking on Jushin Thunder Luger. Ring that bell, Stanley. Here we go, folks. It's a lockup now between the two legends. Side headlock there, applied tightly by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Reaching in now is Luger. Throwing him off the ropes. Bouncing back. Drop down. Oh, and a shoulder tackle there. Old school exchange. Fireman's carry by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And a kick to the back. Oh, boy. Shouldn't have done that so early. STO by Jushin Thunder Luger. Shot to the belt buckle on that one. Shoots in. Lifting him up. No, oh, shoot knee to the top of the head by Jushin Thunder Luger. And now coming in with that T-bone suplex. Into a slam. Nicely done there. The club to the back now of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who rolls through. Cross-body check. Just charging and extending himself. That sounded wrong. I don't care. Under Jushin Thunder Luger, stomping away now at the back of the mullet. And slamming the arm down, trying to weaken that Luger bomb. Luger now with a standing back body drop into the corner. Throwing Ricky the Dragon Steamboat with a kick across the chest. Of course, Jushin Thunder Luger impressing us all with a great debut when he faced Ass Pop, or X-Pac. And Ricky Steamboat, oh, getting that crossbody onto him, all that weight falling down onto Jushin Thunder Luger. Of course, Jushin Thunder Luger, if I remember correctly, a former Real American champion. We've had so many champions here in WFWF. Heavy elbow drop there by the Japanese American legend Jushin Thunder Luger. And now going for a taint drop. There it is, dropping that taint. Picking him up. It shoots in on both those legs with an amateur style takedown. Nicely done by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But Luger firing back to the Dragon Balls. Oh, I believe it, Knapford. It's you're cruising for a bruising. It's like, really? That's such an old school dad term. And look at the power as Ricky Steamboat walked around and slammed Jushin Thunder Luger in that corner. Stomping away now with that wrist. Picks him up, but Luger now, arm wringer, and driving it down onto the shoulder. As he whips Steamboat into the corner, charging nobody home, though. Luger now sends him off into the ropes. Back, knife edge chop. And now Steamboat again getting that crossbody. He's going to take a lot more effort to out-lucha Jushin Thunder Luger. Definitely spent some time in Mexico. Of course, Japan. Japan, USA is where he's billed from. Now applying that nerve hold, but luchas the leg out hard underneath Jushin Thunder Luger. Comes in now, Lariato! Almost taking the head off of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. He gets up to the second rope, telling Dragon to get back to his feet. Missing that shoulder tackle. And Steamboat stomping away at the hip. That's one way to clip the wings. Now Luger coming in with a high angle body slam. No luck on that one. Steamboat kicks his leg out of his leg. The hit to the back of the head. Fireman's carry capture. Back elbow there by Luger. And now look at the power of Luger, but no! Gets the thumb to the eye. Courtesy of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Sitting down with that knee to the back of the head. DDT. And now ramming that boot into the spine, working over the back. Steamboat now off into the second rope splash. Just putting the boots to Jushin Thunder Luger. Slam it away. And Luger catching that boot. Dragon screw whip on the Dragon. Whip reversal into the corner. Face first he goes. And now Luger going for a straight ride into the pole. And Steamboat now stomping away. But Luger catches that boot. And swings it out from underneath Steamboat. Shoots in. Nice amateur style takedown. Hooks that leg. 1, 2. No, a 2 count only. Steamboat now driving the elbow into the mullet of Jushin Thunder Luger. He seems to be getting nice and limber. Oh, is that perfect neck snap? A signature maneuver, surprisingly, of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And now the Cruiser Bruiser champion getting pushed off by Jushin Thunder Luger. He shoots in, trying to go for that Shote. But now Steamboat locking on that sleeper. No, throwing him down on the second rope. And Luger healing him off. Goes in, can we go for a brainbuster? But no, Steamboat fighting out of it with those shots to the midsection. Try to go for the Kia or a Mongolian chop. Face first into the corner now. Luger proceeding cautiously but too slowly as the back elbow brushes him off. And now Steamboat, oh, catching his feet on those turnbuckles and driving his neck into the corner, one of the hardest parts of the ring. And Steamboat now doing a little strut and a turn on the catwalk there before trying to attempt that boot on the Jushin Thunder Luger. Luger now caught with a spine buster, dead center of the ring. Steamboat now with a snapmare. No, Luger pushes him off. Kick to the midsection, and Luger now spinning him right round into a leg sweep. I almost said Lushan leg sweep. And now getting the crowd fired up, Jushin Thunder Luger using that type of positivity to try to hit harder. But a back elbow with a snapmare, and now that perfect next step again there by Steamboat. Making it difficult for them to kick out if he lands that high cross body, which might be the position that he's going for right here. Jushin Thunder Luger is in trouble as Steamboat now. Oh, and that top rope chop hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, kicking out at 2.9. Steamboat says, come on, I had him. I finished off others with that. And now going back to the top. Could he be going for this crossbody this time? No, elbow drop, missed. Went to the well too quickly, one too many times. And now Luger posing to the crowd, but dude, getting chop blocked for his trouble. You know what? He deserved that. 1, 2, no, a 2 count only. If he would have lost to that, I would have been okay. And now tweaking the neck of Jushin Thunder Luger. Coming in hard with those shots to the midsection. Trying to go for a letty out though, but no, small package roll up there by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. 1, 2, no, a 2 count only. And Steamboat showing signs of desperation. He wants this undefeated streak to continue. But Jushin Thunder Luger is not making it easy. There's that letty out. Hooks it. 1, 2, no. Steamboat barely getting that shoulder up. And Luger doing a ta-da kind of pose. I don't know if he's breathing, going, oof. Then club to the back. The back elbow there by Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, bringing it back to his feet. Swing and neck breaker. Luger back to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Brings him in, back suplex, and hitting Steamboat's head on that top rope, and flexing the Texans. Luger better not take forever to showboat and pose. We know the fans love him, but he needs to put away Steamboat, and this could be the moment of opportunity. No! Steamboat pops out from underneath, springing to life, avoiding a Luger bomb. Ooh, driving that elbow point into the back of the skull. As he comes in with that sleeper hold, this time nowhere near the ropes. Luger fading, and Luger is out. Steamboat continues with the undefeated streak. Let's go to those highlights, folks. You see Luger fading, and then bam! Knock the fuck out. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat continues to dominate. And Steamboat continuing that undefeated streak. Holy shit. Now, mind you, folks, after today, he's got like 4 nights to continue this undefeated streak before getting to the finals. It pretty much can still be anyone's ball game at this particular point. But that's for another day, folks. Let's move on now to our next matchup here. As Colt Draven is set to take on the Swiss supermodel himself, Cesaro. All right, folks, let's go ahead and make our way down to the fighting pit. What do you got for this matchup, folks? Will it be the hard-hitting Colt Draven, or the technical luchador powerhouse known as Cesaro, the Swiss supermodel? Of course, let me go over the standings here as Colt Draven with 6 points. Cesaro with 9 points. 69. Yeah, folks, it is definitely... Oh, man. Definitely going to be an interesting match between these two. Of course, Colt Draven losing to Jushin Thunder Luger, the man who we saw lose previously. Cesaro winning with a small package roll-up against Tanahashi. In the previous nights, Colt Draven losing to Steamboat with a high crossbody. Cesaro having to be destroyed by Andre the Gorgeous with 3 Raw penetrations for a pinfall. And then in night 2, winning via DQ by interference and chair shot with Vader and Dynamite Sid. And Colt Draven defeating with a destructive Lediato pin. And here we go, folks. Omaha, Nebraska. Mr. Hurt So Good himself, Colt Draven. Hoping to turn things around in his favor tonight as he faces the Swiss supermodel Cesaro. Wearing that ivory suit. Do-si-do you. Here we go, folks. Colt Draven taking on Cesaro. It's your third tournament matchup of tonight, folks. And now Cesaro not wasting any time with a snap suplex onto Colt Draven. Stomping away now. Oh, trying to get the extra stomp into that one. And Draven now picking him up. Oh, shit! Front yard water slide! Onto Cesaro, the creator of the Alpamari water slide, the man who made it known, with a standing back body drop, goes for that kick. Draven now trying to tear the pants off of Cesaro. Irish whip reversal, over the top goes Cesaro. It's Draven now, gun stunning him. That gun stun, knocking Cesaro down to the floor. That boot to the head as the 10 count being administered by Stanley Tucci. Draven now getting thrown up the ramp by Cesaro. There's that kick across the chest with patented Italian leather shoes. Oh, taking down the chin, almost knocking the sunglasses off of the face of Cesaro. He comes in now. No, takes him down. They're at the halfway point with the fireman's carry takeover off on each other. They're at 6. Cesaro now back suplex onto that ramp. 7 running back to the ring quickly. And of course, Colt Draven walking back to the ring, cool and calm as a Coors Light. And now no, slam it down with the Cobra Clutch. The head and arm slam. As Cesaro now lifting him up. Draven with that knee to the top of the head, almost getting caught in the ropes. Kick to the midsection, plug to the back, down goes Cesaro. Drops that elbow. Goes for the cover. 1. No, a 1 count only. And now pulling the nose. As Cesaro now takes a shot to the ribs. Belly to belly. No, Draven now trying to break those sunglasses. Those $700 sunglasses, asshole. And now clubbing away. Clean in the neck. That's not good. Stomping away now at the back of the jacket. Overhead shot block. Cesaro firing back with a smash to the forearm. And now slamming him down. Nicely done. He picks him back up. But Draven, arm dragging him. Pulls him back. That styrofoam cooler. Sweeps the leg out Luger style. Tries to go for that kick follow-up, but Draven back to his feet quickly. Attempting a German suplex, but a kick to the back of the knee. And now a head and arm. Oh, half and half suplex. Landing Draven right on his nose. Rolls him in face first. Back elbow there by Cesaro. Shoots in. Could be a beautiful butterfly suplex coming in. And there it is. Dropping that knee on the face of Colt Draven. That's the Swiss supermodel now going up to the second rope. Missing that elbow drop. Should have just kept it to the floor. And now that kick to the ribs. I think I saw one of them pop out. 1, 2. No, Cesaro escaping. Shot to the midsection there by Cesaro. Now ducks the line. German suplex. Oh, into the ropes. That's Draven now. Driving the shoulder of Cesaro into the mat. Elbow drop. And a second one. Calls this one the third marriage. There it is. Hook to those ribs of Cesaro. Now spinning European uppercut. Nailing Draven right in the chest. Arm drag. Trying to go for that low impact DDT, but no luck. Cesaro now with a knee to the midsection. Picking him up. But a float over there by Draven. Pulling him down with that neck breaker. Goes for that kick with Cesaro. Now makes his way back up. Clothesline blocked by that elbow. And a discus. No luck on that one. Kick to midsection blocked. Enziguri. Cesaro should not have taken that time. Should have taken Draven down, just like Draven didn't think twice about swinging that boot around. 1, 2. No, none of it. It's definitely a common law bloke show. Judo throw by Cesaro. And now picking him up. Swiss Death! Dosido, yeah! Says Cesaro. But he nailed him with that Swiss Death. He might need to continue to go a little harder on Mr. Hurts So Good. Fixing the neck. Could be time checking the seams of the pants. Neutralizer! And it looks like Cesaro scored himself 3 more points as he hooks the leg. Good night. No! Draven kicks out. Draven kicked out of that Swiss Death. And hooks the shot. Tries to go for that elbow, but Cesaro caught him midway. Floats away that slam. Kicks to the back of the pants. Fireman's carry takeover to buy him some time as Cesaro now shoots in. German suplex, folding Draven. Arm wringer. Driving it down onto the shoulder. But no! Cesaro using that martial arts. Thrown down to the seat, though. As Draven picking him up. And Cesaro jabs the eye with a thumb. Half and half. Into the corner he goes. Cesaro thinks that might have been enough to knock him out. Tucci now. 1. No, a 1 count only. Cesaro now twisting that neck. Does it hurt so good for Colt Draven? Well, he seems to be fighting back more and more. Kick to the midsection. 1 arm neck breaker coming in. No luck on that one. As Cesaro now lifted him up. Heavy ass heavy slam. He drops to 1 knee. Thinking of what to do next here to Colt Draven. It's a stomp to the wrist. And now deadlift picking up Draven into that slam and still hanging on for a secondary. And now picking him up one more again for the third gut-wrench suplex from a deadlift. And sweeps that leg out from underneath. The Lucha maneuvers never cease to put a man in his momentum completely down to E. Draven now picking up Cesaro. No, Cesaro comes in with the back suplex. There it is. How this man is able to wrestle in a full ivory suit. And now a little too close to that corner. Oh, front yard water slide into the corner. As Draven saying, this is my points, baby. Drop kick and a beautiful by Cesaro. I'm too sexy for these tournaments, says Cesaro. But Draven getting the crossbody. Never interrupt a model when they're gloating about their beauty. And Cesaro now measuring up Draven. Hooks him in, fixing the neck, checking the seam, and pressing the suit with that neutralizer. Hooks the leg, not wasting any time. 1, 2, 3. The 3 points belong to Cesaro. Let's go to the highlights, folks. And right there, that Swiss death. Checking the seams for that pressing neutralizer. Cesaro as he advances in this tournament with 3 more points to his score. Now in second place. All right, folks, that was a great matchup. Let's go ahead and move on now to your semi-manned event of the evening. For we shall see Tanahashi take on the red-headed rascal himself, Mr. Sami Zayn of the Rude Boys. The fans, who do you got in this matchup here? Taking a look at the standings here, Tanahashi with 3 points, 1 victory. Well, it's Sami Zayn with 6 points. Just 1 victory away from catching up. Tanahashi definitely needs these points. Not as much as the Dynamite Sid needs points, but Sami Zayn could be in the runs for 3rd place. Of course, Andre the Gorgeous securing that spot with 9 points. Oh, there's always one whenever I post something, Knapford. All right, my lovelies, who do you got in this matchup? Do you want Tanahashi to advance, or do you want Sami to continue his, well, fresh new outlook and his squared circled arsenal of moves and tactics, becoming a fuller and fuller rude boy? Here we go, folks. Omaha, Nebraska. Tanahashi. And those out of control spikes. Here we go, folks.
From the made so many problems to crack and minds to fade. Crooked was the path and brazen was the walk. I got me swagger up the ladder. Do you ever talk? Last around, I'll do it again. The rascal can't be behind the falls over the ball in front of them. Around, I'll do it again. The rascal can't be behind the bars or the one in front of them. The love of God, constant contradictions, and just a smile winking on. What stranger fact of fiction that never ceasing to amaze on a regular basis.
All right, folks, Tanahashi versus Sami Zayn, your semi-man event of the evening. Ring the bell! These two lock up now. Arm wringer by Tanahashi. Sami now reversing. Once you get in that arm. Sweeps out the leg from underneath Tanahashi. Tanahashi shaking it off. Sami now with a clobbering overhand left face buster onto Tanahashi. There's a jaw jack there by the returning Tanahashi. Swings in. Into a rolling face crusher. European uppercut there. And power slam catching Sami. Right in the momentum. He spins him around. Side Russian leg sweep. Where's Tanahashi? Hoping to become at least something to remember for this season. Is it's uncertain if he will be back for season 4. We've yet to do the contract negotiations, which should be coming later on this year. Sami trying to go for the dragon suplex, but no, Tanahashi breaking out of it. Comes in, tornado DDT in the corner. Driving the red-headed rascal Sami into that corner. The elbow to the small of the back. Stomping away now. Tanahashi going up to the top already. You go with that flipping senton move. No! Missing the elbow drop completely as Sami stomping away at the haircut. Taking a little too long on that drop kick, though, as Tanahashi makes his way back to his feet. Swinging neck breaker. Variation onto Sami Zayn. Sami now with a kick to the head. Leg lariat catching him right with the heel of the boot. That shoulder tackle. He lifts him up. Suplex textbook execution by Sami Zayn. Shot to the nose as Tanahashi now with a judo throw. Suplex. No! Sami reversing it into a face crusher. Elbow to the small of the back. There's the red-headed rascal, Sami Zayn of the Rude Boys. Drives the elbow into the leg of Tanahashi. One count only. Referee Stanley Tucci, the official of the D1 Climax, the senior official. One of two, actually. After the shit from last season, Dave Coulier has been busted down to junior. Forearm smash! Not even anything fancy, just a lot of pepper on it. As Tanahashi takes down Sami, but Sami fights back with a jaw jack. Flips through with that sunset bomb! Rolls back to his feet. Springboard, crossbody, nobody home. Or my favorite term, no water in the pool. Pushing Tanahashi off now with that boot. Sami, do you really think that's going to be the cause for a pinfall? One. No, one count only. But then again, he might be trying to wear down Tanahashi any opportunity he could get. Does take energy to throw. Oh, like a butt 50 or 200-pound man off of you. Rolling senton atomico, no luck on that one as Tanahashi makes his way back to his feet. Kicking, almost kneeing the spine of Sami Zayn. Sami now catching him with that boot to the head. Shows a Taekwondo leap. Deflects that shot. Ducks him in. Half and half suplex coming in. No! Tanahashi reverses it with an arm drag takeover. Swings over. And with that face crusher again. There it is! Rolling Sami off of the top of his forehead. Definitely push his hairline back a couple of centimeters. Stomping away now is Tanahashi. Running with a drop kick to the back of the head. Little sign to the head. Bringing Sami back to his feet. Arm wringer. Into that cat of nine tails. Running punch. Shot to the ribs. Now it's Tanahashi. Goes for that chop, but no luck. Sami fires back with a forearm smash. Jawjack by Tanahashi. As he lifts up Sami. Sami avoiding that with a pulling neck breaker. Bypassing that kick, though, is Tanahashi. Trying to get Sami into his favor, but no luck on that one. Sami lifting him up. No, gets caught in those ropes. Shot to the midsection. Suplex into the corner, and Sami rolling back to his feet. He's met with a back elbow to the chin. Tanahashi now. Row Sami. Oh, and a forearm smash. Bouncing him off again for another one. And down goes the red-headed rascal. Goes for the hook. 1, 2. No, a 2 count only. Working the arms now of Sami Zayn with a forearm smash to the chin of Tanahashi. Arm over, and baseball winds up that pitch to the face as Tanahashi is knocked down into the lava. And trying to go to the outside is Sami, blocked by Stanley Tucci. What the fuck, Tucci? Heading back to the outside, kick to the midsection. Sami helping him back into the ring. Club to the head, boot to the skull. Sami now whipping him around. Tanahashi catches him. Kick to the midsection now. Sami could be going for that brainbuster. There's a brainbuster! Sweet chocolate. What sweeps out the leg? Tanahashi trying not to show any sign of weakness, any sign of fear. But gets the shoulder driven into the mat for his trouble. As Sami now trying to follow through. There's a flip over there by Tanahashi. Flips him in with that fisherman's driver. Big cat senton by Tanahashi. Stomping away. Drops the elbow down. Getting Sami away from those ropes, a smart idea. 2 count only, though. And now trying to work the arm, but Sami says, no, you ain't getting the best of me on that department. Forearm smash, Irish whip reversal into the corner. Goes Sami. Tanahashi gets swatted away in the back of the head. And reverses the momentum, throwing Sami in the opposite side of the world. And misses the shot completely in the corner. Snapmare thrown off. Low impact DDT by Sami Zayn. With reversal, Sami now into the corner once again. Kick to the midsection. Tanahashi trying to stomp him in the chest, but no luck. Lifting knee to the midsection now, with throwing Tanahashi into the corner. Tries to go for that boot, but no luck. Tanahashi throwing him up. Comes in, tornado DDT. What a charge. Hooks that leg. One. No, Sami hangs onto the ropes. And Tanahashi's like, are you serious? How the hell could you see that from where you were from? And now Tanahashi off the ropes. Big head senton. Stomping at the wrist now of Sami Zayn, trying to take out that brainbuster. Whip into the corner. Sami now with that exploder right in the corner. Hooks the leg. One, two, no! Tanahashi popped out of it. Almost like his soul jumped back into his body. And now both men definitely showing signs of fatigue. As Sami throws Tanahashi into the corner. Turns him right around. Helluva kick blocked again by Tanahashi. Kick to the midsection as Sami fell to one knee. Sami blocks it. Overhead shot. Judo roll through. Chancery suplex. Brings him back to his feet. Comes in. There's that cat of nine tails, that running whip. Says it's time for the kitty cat splash coming up soon. Sami just needs to cooperate, and he will not. Overhead shot. Go behind with a club. Half and half, a taste of his own medicine. Sami landing on his feet. Saying, yeah, ska! And Tanahashi says, fuck your ska. Comes in. Catches up with a small package roll up. One, two, three. Catching that steal. What a sneaky little cat he is. Let's go to those highlights. And Tanahashi stealing that victory with a small package roll-up. All right, folks. That was your semi-man event of the evening. Let's just go ahead and go over these brackets, folks. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat still continuing that undefeated streak with 15 points, leading this tournament. And, of course, Cesaro now in second place, winning with 12 points. And Andre the Gorgeous securing a spot in third for now, for he has to face the Dynamite Sid, a man who has not won any matches due to hot temper or just completely underestimating his opponent. But let's go ahead and now move on to that man event of this evening. And if you're just joining us, Sami Zayn just lost via small package roll-up steal by the Catman himself, Tanahashi. Cesaro won through neutralizer onto Colt Draven. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat won via submission knockout on Jushin Thunder Luger. And in a brutal matchup in the beginning of this show, Duke Hansen lost to Kentagon Noir via running knee. So here we go, folks. All right, folks, who do you got in this man event of the evening? Will it be the Dynamite Sid's lucky day to at least get thrown a scrap or two? Or three, in this particular point. Or Andre the Gorgeous to tie into second place against Cesaro? As seen in the previous nights, Dynamite Sid losing in the previous night to Sami Zayn via Brainbuster. And then in night 3, losing to Luger via Luger Bomb. And then in night 2, losing via DQ interference by Vader and with a chair shot, totally caught by the referee. And of course, night 1, let's see here. Awful Waffle House getting driven into the head to the floor by Colt Draven. All right, folks, here we go. Your man event of the evening here in Omaha, Nebraska. The sick boy is just looking to kill somebody tonight. folks. Dynamite Sid. Oh, shit. He's got death in his eyes. Versus Andre the Gorgeous. Your man event of the evening. And she shoves down the sick boy. The shot to the walls on that one. Charging in. Belly to belly. Overhead into the corner. Dynamite Sid hoping to not underestimate or be defeated by the legendary Premier Exotico Super Andre the Gorgeous. And now just working over the face with those knuckles. She breaks in, raking the eyes down of Dynamite Sid. It's a kick to the midsection. She's shot to the ribs. Rolls through. Shot to the walls. Oh, the balls, actually. And a purple nurple pusher. Twisting those nipples and shoving off the Dynamite Sid judo throw. Sweeps out the leg from underneath. Missing that boot, though. Rolls down. And now stamping that knee into the nose. Bringing it back up. Hooks the arm. Nope, blocks it. Suplex. Now turning around. Firewoman's carry takeover there by Andre the Gorgeous. Ah, one of his own there by the Dynamite Sid. And a kick to the gut. Those big heavy legs of Andre the Gorgeous, so powerful. Just caving in your breathway. And throwing Dynamite Sid down again. Many have tried to grapple and overpower Andre the Gorgeous just by straight up walking up to her. Very few, and very, very few have succeeded. There's a John Jack. Brings him in. Backbreaker. Stomping away now. Could be sitting down on that arm, trying to dislocate it from the socket. Go and do that, bitch. Andre definitely going with the sweet talk. It's arm dragged by Dynamite Sid, but gets shoved down again. Gets in with the front face lock, applying it. Tries to go for the elbow, but a knee strike, cutting her off. Big boot folding back. Andre the Gorgeous. Now scraping the boots. It's a kick to the back of the Gorgeous one. The 69th wonder of the world. It's a club to the back now. Rolls through. Now rolls back in. Elbow to the back of the skull. Back elbow. Pulling her in for another one. And third time's a charm. Knocking down Andre the Gorgeous. As the Dynamite Sid now turning her over to her belly. But she rolls over and heels him in the jaw. Straight punch to the face, turning her around. Back elbow. And another one, breaking free. As she headbutts the skull of the Dynamite Sid, knocking him down into that corner. What's she going for here? Double axe handle again. Hit right in the baby motel. STO. The punch to the gut as she makes her way back to her feet. STO! With a nice charge on that one. And oh boy, this is not good. She's telling him to get up. What does Andre the Gorgeous have in mind here? Springboard. Oh, sit down! Steam press. That Cleveland steam press. And a punch knuckle to the ear. As Sid gets back up. Forearm right to the kidneys. Back suplex. Down she goes. Leg drop by the Dynamite Sid. One of his signature maneuvers. Stomping away now. And Andre the Gorgeous picking her up. Slamming her face down into the mat. Pure and simple. Blocks the shot. European uppercut there by Andre the Gorgeous. Swings through. Dropping Dynamite Sid on the back. One. No, a one count only. Now bringing it back up, but he shoots in on both the legs. him in, lifting up. No, blocks that suplex. And throwing Dynamite Sid into that top rope. Across the ring she goes as Sid, not trusting it, and rightfully so, as Andre shoves him off. Uppercut catching her right in the nose. And now Sid lifting her up, but she turns it into a DDT. Overhead shot. No, blocked into a forearm smash. Kick to the midsection. The Dynamite Sid now looking to show some power here. That Cobra clutch. No! Andre reverses into that back elbow. Pretty badass looking. And throws Sid into the corner. Oh, boy. Oh, no. She's taking him to the top. As she comes in, pops up. Oh, no. Hanging on for that choke slam. Swinging him around. Oh, and a Cleveland steam press. And stomping across the face. Nerve hold applied. One, two, no! Dynamite Sid still in the fight. Thought he might have been knocked out by that nerve hold.
Oh, ooh, oh, it's a these balls in this thing.
And now Andre climbing the ropes to get some love from the audience. Good thing she didn't get to too high up. Judo roll through there by Dynamite Sid. Picking up, look at the power of the Dynamite Sid! Dropping her on the second rope. And now lifting her, oh shit! Gonna go for that choke slam! Lifts her up! Slams her down! Dead center! And now picking her up, could be going for that powerbomb next, but no, short arm! Lariato! By Andre the Gorgeous, followed by a kick to the shoulder blade. As she picks him up. Irish whip reversal over the top. And now stalling and falling suplex. High slam. And Sid measuring up the Gorgeous one. Kick to the walls. Place him in between. Powerbomb. Hooks that leg. 1, 2. No! She escapes the 3. Sid thought he had his first victory in this tournament, but no luck. And now lifting up. The Gorgeous were trying to go for that kick to the back, but she is right behind him. Into the corner goes, cleaning the neck. And no, that she's going to go for the raw penetration, but Dynamite knew exactly where she was going. Got her in that choke slam again. No, she pulls him down. Spins him right around. Squeezing that brain. Oh my God. As you see the life draining. Oh, and slamming his face down into that corner. And checking to see if he's still alive as Sid slowly, with the assistance of the ropes, makes his way back to his feet. Irish whip reversal into the corner. Andre now launching Dynamite shoulder first into that pole. Stomping their way, pressing down on the throat. Cleveland steam press! As she's now measuring up the Dynamite Sid. Hooks in, grabs the throat, safe word! 1, 2, 3! Let's go to the highlights, folks! And Andre the Gorgeous killing the dreams of the Dynamite Sid. Dynamite Sid continuing the defeated streak. Well, as Andre and Cesaro tie for 12 points. Well, folks, that's going to do it here for Night 5, Block A of the D1 Climax. Please join us next time for Block B, again with a special attraction match. But until then, folks, follow this channel. Follow me at Dino Winwood on Twitter. There will be a Patreon link in the description of this video. If you want to support this craziness, I'm more than happy to bring to you. And folks, don't forget to join me later tonight, in a couple of hours actually, with my new Legacy brothers for the release of the early release access of Fire Pro World, baby. Also, shout out and love to my new Legacy brothers for tweeting this out. I love you guys very much. This is Dino Winwood saying, OU818.